I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 18 Gator. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Move. Ready?
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, rock it.
Here's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Ready, set.
50, Max, 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, orbit.
Smith on first down, looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Shadow.
On second down, it's Cannon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 59! Mike's 59!
Let's go on. No, 66.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50.
Hey, Delta.
59. Send it to Alabama, Alabama.
On third down, Brady. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Allen Robinson, 71 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Pilot, 64. Wait. Hey, exit. Spin.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
Now Brady. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Hey, 66.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Wait, that wide, 80.
59. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check 59. Mike is alpha.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
You better be ready. Alpha.
59, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, 59. Let's go, D.
3D. Hey.
On second down, here's Brady. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Flush to his... And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you're on the line a little bit here. Single receiver. Check 26, check 26.
Now it's Smith. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Smith now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers are back within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
59.
Regular.
Let's go, defense.
Rip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. He misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. I got it.
50.
To throw again. Brady. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Brady, flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kirk now, the return man. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready up.
I'm here all day. Tight into the ball, boy. Tight into the ball.
Ball now.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing Throwing again is Smith. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Wait, set. 380.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, 66.
Kill.
72.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
59. Ready? 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, ball 66.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Mike 9. Focus, defense, focus.
Shotgun now for Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you, punk.
Check it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. With some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
At the 35-yard line.
22-jet bomber.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
4 down. Check.
Hey, exit. Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the set. 50. Bravo. 55.
On first down, Smith. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
72.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
72.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's checking. Crash. Motion. Mike, check, 59. Alert!
They go again with Cannon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On the return is Kirk. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 50. Watch the
Now a first down throw. It's Smith eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, 49ers.
Smith on first down. Dancing to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On on the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Carson. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Even. 4th down, even. 12's mine.
Shadow! Hey, Alpha!
Brady to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, set 53!
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. I smell fear in that offense.
Alert!
I smell fear in that offense.
Go!
Check, 59. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw, Brady. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what they needed there. Drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 66!
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, set 380!
Bound to lose one. Watch twist.
They'll run again with Cannon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much.